This is big news. One of the most exciting events that every watch enthusiast, every journalist, everyone who's into watches looks forward to is in a crisis mode. There are a lot of questions going around about why AP has pulled out. There's a lot of speculation, so that's what I want to talk about today. Right, so let's start with what is Only Watch. Only Watch is a charitable auction, and I'm going to get into what this charity is about because it's a very tragic disease. But the main concept is that this is where every year watch brands, big and smaller independents, they create something exciting, something that they wouldn't normally do, that's not part of their standard collection. And we get to see some really cool concept pieces. So basically, they all create one piece unique and sell it at the auction, and then the money goes to charity. So Only Watch was started by Luke Pedavino after his son Paul was diagnosed with this disease. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2016. Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This is a terrible disease that happens in young children, most of whom are boys, and it can happen anywhere around the ages of 4. It's incurable as of now. At most, what we have is patient care. So basically, the organizations that aid DMD patients, they're either doing research to find a cure or they're aiding existing patients because this is a lifelong problem. A lot of money spent on patient care. You need machines, you need a lot of medications. So far, Only Watch has raised 100 million euros. Now, first, I want to talk about why everybody loves this. And then I'm going to come to the controversy, that how it started and where is this going to go. This charity is special for many reasons. It is special for brands because they get to do two things. They get to create something that they wouldn't normally do. So they're taking big risks, creating insane pieces. This can be their blueprint, their conceptual blueprint, because no matter people like it or not, it's gonna raise money. They're not gonna get any criticism for it because it's for charity. I don't know what's in people's hearts. I don't know. I can't see inside their heart. I don't know what's their intention. But for brands, this is a good thing because it's a win-win situation. Either they're donating from their heart to this cause, which is good, or they're getting good publicity for helping out, which is also good. If they're doing both, then that's perfect. For enthusiasts and journalists, this is epic because they get to see something exciting that brands normally wouldn't do. So this is always a fun, exciting time. I would say it's definitely more exciting than even GPHE. For Only Watch, brands will create a special watch just for this event. So that's crazy. And then it's also good for retailers because these watches, this event is not just one event that happens in a small venue in a specific country. This is a worldwide event. There's a whole tour bringing these watches to different countries. So who's involved? Of course, retailers are involved. Authorized dealers are involved. This involves a lot of people. It's not just a small group of high-profile clients that are affected by this. And unlike GPHE, where brands are competing against each other to win the award of that year, this is where brands are united. There's no winner. Everybody that has participated has contributed in some way. This is a place where we see collaborations happen. We see some of the greatest collaborations that we've ever seen. For example, the H. Moser and MBNF. That watch is insane. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's just so wholesome. Okay, so now these are all the good things. Let's talk about the controversy. One watch collector called Santa Laura, probably pronouncing that wrong, he's a massive collector. He's a high-profile collector. He started to ask one thing. Where is the financial report of Only Watch? Only Watch has been running for so many years. It has raised a lot of money, but he found some discrepancies in the money, in the total amount that has been collected and that has been spent in millions, in tens of millions. He basically tagged Only Watch and asked for their financial report. This is public information. Any charity organization has this information publicly available. But Only Watch responded by saying that they don't have to disclose that information to the public because in Monaco, they're not obligated by law to make this information publicly available. They just have to submit this to the state, the government body. So that raised even more questions because now this is not about law, this is about trust. And then he compared another organization called PPMD, Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy. And when you look at their website and you kind of compare that with the Only project, you kind of go like, huh, you see, there is information there. They have given some information, but it's just so lacking. It's kind of on the surface. It's not really breaking down all of the money that has been spent as well as PPMD. That's one criticism. The second criticism is more about the people's perception of this because when you have Only Watch and you have this big event and then you're going around touring in different countries, you're flying out media journalists, you're hosting these big events, who's paying for this? And of course it's understandable. I mean, you have to, if you want to make this a big event that catches everybody's eyes and raises a lot of money, of course you have to do these kind of things, which is fine. But there's no audit report. They haven't mentioned how much have they spent on all of these events. So that's another criticism, that the fun side of this event, the exciting part of this whole auction, overshadows the main purpose of the auction itself, of the charity auction. And that's where I feel that the charity feels like an afterthought at this point. So this leads me to my next point, which is the damage of this controversy. What's happening right now, one guy on Instagram just highlighted a few things, not a big deal. But then immediately after that, AP pulled out. And when AP pulls out of this charity, it's not like they had shown interest and then backed out right in the early stages. They already created a piece unique that has been on tour in a few different countries. It's been going around everywhere. Everybody's seen it. The actual auction was supposed to happen on 5th of November. At this point in time, AP pulls out, which means that these speculations, they have some weight behind them. AP did not give any comment. AP simply said that we have no comments at this time. That's it. I feel like this is just a kind of a precautionary move. If this thing goes south, they don't want to be near it. Okay, so AP moved out. No big deal, right? Just one brand. But at the same time, the auction has been postponed indefinitely till next year. And we don't know when it's going to happen next year because now Only Watch is saying that they are working with auditors to provide the public with the reports. We don't know how long that will take. And we also don't know if other brands back out because it is the big brands that are kind of the driving force behind the media, behind the vast majority of the public. So what is Santalora's objective? What does he want? What do people want? It's not much. They just want to know how the money is being spent. They want to know, after so many years of investing this money into research, into these different medical institutions, is there any development? Is there any research that could be shared with the rest of the scientific community? So that's about it. This is purely about communication. I don't think that we can jump the ship and say that something shady has been happening for sure, because that would be detrimental for Only Watch. But either way, this is a devastating story. This is not like the Rolex bought Booker story that, oh, it's coming from a place of excitement. I really, really hope that nothing sinister is going on here because this was such a good cause. And the watchmaking side of it is so fun. Don't want to see this go in a wrong direction. Anyway, this is a developing story, so let me know in the comments if you know anything. If I definitely didn't cover all of it, but I just try to keep it as simple as I possibly could. If you have any other information on this, Do let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, go over to Red Army Watches Malaysia channel. That's where you will find me talking about some micro brands, some crazy watches. I'll put a video up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.